According to the language means submissive, obedient, and loyal. According to the term, obedient can interpret it submit and obey all command and rules apply. Obeying God means obeying command and rules by God in all things. The rules related to the worship to our God, also rules relating in the interaction with others, human and other creatures. How can we know what the rules are? In the Al-Quran, of course. God is there through His religion has expressed all His rules and desire toward humanity. On the other question, how if the content of the regulation are still general or global? So we need other explanation. Based on our prophet, as we know that we have the resource of Islamic faith, they are Al-Quran and Al-Hadith. Both of them is the basic of the resource for the obedience to Allah in the world. Not only obedient to our God without obedient to our prophet. Our God recommended to the obedient to our prophet, and then be obedient to others. That is more important and better the sequences. In Al-Quran, Allah said, "Who believe obey to Allah and obey to the messengers of Allah and ulil amri. If you have a different opinion about something, you must return it to Allah." Based on in Al-Quran.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ إِن كُنتُمْ تُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ وَأَحْسَنُ تَأْوِيلًا.
And the messengers of Allah based on the sunnah. If you have right faith to Allah and latter days, that is more important for you and better the consequences. Based on the Surah an-Nisa 59 verses. From the verse above, we can give conclude to whom we must obey. The first is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a Muslim people, obeying Allah is the first and the most. As the verse above, the first sentence is to obey to Allah. This obedience to God is absolute without debates. That is bargaining in all aspects of life. The second is we must obey to his messenger. Muhammad is the second obedient to the prophet. As we obedient to Allah, this means obeying the apostle means obey to God. If we disobey to the prophet, it's really that we disobey to our God, because the above verse clear tell that is the obligatory that obey on the obedient commands. The prophet said from Abu Hurairah, "Whoever obeyed truly, he has obeyed God. Whoever pretend to me, then he has pledged to Allah." Hadith riwayat Muslim. On the other hadith said, obedient to prophet is the recommended someone can enter to the heaven. The third is, we must obey to ulil amri or the government. The third obedience is common to obey the leaders. It is just obedient. This leader is not absolute, but has condition. As long as the leader can hold of Holy Book of Allah. Based on Qur'an said, from the word above not became from obey. It is so that ulil amri does not stand alone, but is related of conditional with obedience to Allah and His messengers. Therefore, if ulil amri has contradictory by the command of Allah and His prophet, we are just satisfied in obeying them. Sincerity. Sincerity in language means clean from the dirt. Based on the term, sincerity means the intention of hoping for the pleasure of Allah, obedient to God in life to all aspects. Sincerity is the moral of the great one. Therefore, he has a very important in our deed, both practice and orally. Why is that? Actually, the value for each person practiced in the sign of Allah depend on his sincerity intent. Each of our deeds is the main requirement from the receiving and practice. Therefore, we must have the first intention of sincerity to the deeds, as it is his commands. Similarly, the messengers of Allah said, it was related the important by keeping sincere intention. He said, those are how sincere intention hold an important role in every deed. May Allah always give us the standard sincerity in our intention so that we belong to the mukhlisin people. Khouf. Among the top morals that decorate a believer are khouf. In language, khouf comes from Arabic. It means fear and worried. Khouf means feeling nervous about something that do not know with certain. According to the term in Islam, khouf is a mental attitude to feel afraid to Allah, because it is lacking of the perfect obedience. We will get punishment from Allah. People are not said to be afraid, but only for crying of doing some things. The nature of khouf rises because someone has faith, who believe in the existence of God and knows Him through, because Allah is the most seeing and Allah is the most hearing. The messengers of Allah, he said in Hadith, it was narrated by Imam Bukhari Muslim from Aisha radhiyallahu anhum. Actually, there is no doubt characters who follow the khouf. According to the term, it is depend on our heart in achieving something letters in a wording that include humanity and submission. We must hoping only to Allah, because Allah is Almighty. Because the small shirt, depending on what is heard of the person who.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين هم من خشية ربهم مشفقون والذين هم بآيات ربهم يؤمنون والذين هم بربهم لا يشركون والذين يؤتون ما آتوا وقلوبهم وجلة أنهم إلى ربهم راجعون أولئك يسارعون في الخيرات وهم لها سابقون.